Beloved children of God, many questions that you have in your minds, the curious minds. Would you think that your soul have any questions? And if your soul have any questions, what question would the soul ask? Would the soul ask why were these stones being used with this measurement? Or would the soul ask who have created the stones? Who have created the stones? Who have created humanity? Who have created the hands and the legs and the feet and so on to lift those stones? The soul knows it is God. It is God that have created the stone, the measurement, the fields, and also your mind. Beloved children of God, would you mind be busy thinking about God? Would you mind be busy contemplating God and loving God and all its creation? That would take you further and further in the evolution of consciousness. I will shed some light to give you a deeper understanding of what you have been asking earlier. Your body is created from God, of course, but your body has a magnetic field, and that magnetic field keeps you down where you are now, sitting or lying and so on. And so the earth has magnetic field as well. And there are points in your earth. There are points in your earth that the magnetic field is stronger than other points on earth. And similarly to your body. Your body has magnetic field points that are stronger in one field than other areas of your body. This is imperative. It is an imperative for the living, breathing soul within you. And so the earth is a living, breathing soul from God. Therefore, everything that God has created within earth must have a field, not a field of theory, but a field of magnetism. And so the earth, within the earth, there are massive magnetic field with different variation and different magnitude and different altitude that is necessary for the earth. Therefore, God has created human in different parts of the world to build those fields. Who inspired those humans to build those things in those parts of the world? Of course, God. Of course, God. All is God, beloved children. All is God. And so I encourage you to consider not who lifted the stone, but who created the stone. Not who measure and so on, but the understanding that the fields within the earth necessary, necessary for some elements that we will not share with you due to the laws of our world, but for some element that is fairly regularly for you to obviously understand the importance of magnetism in your world. When your body is your physical body, and I will give you a little lesson about magnetism, which is not only part of this prayer. We will continue with this subject for a little while. When your body magnetism is out of balance, when your body magnetism is out of balance, there will be a condition in that part of the body that is out of balance. When the mind is out of balance, it will create an imbalance of the magnetism within the physicality. And therefore, it is important for you to bring upon your own internal life a balance. What a balance would look like being with God. Never forget that God is there bringing balance into your life. The moment you disconnect it within your mind, whirling around with all those havocs that creates in your world, you are disconnected from God. Even those the people who are praying continuously, you can pray vigorously to God, but not pay attention to God. You can sit there day and night and pray, but truly, do you pay attention to God? Do you know God? Do you understand creation? You pray and sit and pray without truly understanding in contemplative mind about God. If you sit in prayer and you connect and commute with God, you begin to contemplate and to have a greater understanding of the creation that He created you, for you, with you. And so you ought to understand, beloved children of God, that the balance that ought to be created within your minds, and I will repeat, the balance that is created within your minds is from you and by you. The mind is the part of you, the part that has a free will to choose. The soul is there, the soul knows its direction, the soul knows its creator, the soul knows its maker, the soul knows where to go. But the mind, your mind, the mind that needs to bring upon itself balance. And the balance is being brought upon itself by the conditions that is created in your life by your free will and your free choices. And now you're going to ask, I believe that I do, and I do well in my life, but I still have this condition. I do all that I can. And I would ask you if there is this harmony and a lack of balance in your life. You have disengaged. You have disengaged yourself from God. And you can say, I am praying in every single moment. I would still say you disengaged from God. Sitting and contemplating. Sitting and understanding, not with your mind, but with your inner parts. sitting and making a communion with God that will keep you with God, that you will not be separated, not even for the moments that you are not praying. You will always be there with God, with that understanding. And it is imperative for you to realize and understand the notion that you do not need to sit in a specific time and in a specific place and in a specific ritual in your world, but to know that all you need to do is to embed within yourself that God is always with you. And so the balance will be within your mind. And so when you do things in your life, it will be with God. When you do things with God, it will be with love. There will be no other way for you to behave. Every moment, every thought, every action, all is with God. So when you have a spoken word to somebody in your world, it will be with love. When you have a thought about something, it will be with love. Because God is in it. And when God is not in it, it will not be with love, and an havoc and imbalance will be in your life. You ought to understand, children of God, that God is not in the stone. God created the stone. God created the magnetism. God created your bodies. Why would God create a body in a stone? Why wouldn't you all be stones? All stones be bodies. That's balance. That's the balance of creation. God has created a balanced creation for you to come to its balance with understanding, with realization that your true nature is God, that your true nature is love. Love is not a commodity to buy. Love is not a commodity to exchange. But love is there for love. Simple as that. It's non-conditioned to it. Everything is alive. Everything that God has created has life in it. Even the stones. Do not weary your minds with ideas that will not contribute to the evolution of your consciousness, to the evolution of your own mind. But weary your minds day and night with contemplating God. Do not separate yourself from the one who has created you, and your life will be balanced in all areas. In all areas. When you need someone in your life, when you need someone in your life to knock on your door and to come and say and sit with you, when you're waiting for that human to come and be with you, call upon God. Be with God. In moments when you feel in isolation and lonely and lonesome time, call God. Fill yourself with the power that He bestowed upon you. This is Jonathan. Love can move the greatest stones in the world. Love can move mountains.